Hello everyone, welcome back to BioVidyalaya. I hope you all are doing very well. In our previous video, we discussed about what is hypersensitivity and what are the types of hypersensitivity. Here in this video, we are going to discuss about type 1 hypersensitivity. So, let's start. Type 1 hypersensitivity, also known as allergic reaction. It is induced by antigen known as allergen, that may be non-parasitic antigen such as pollen grains, dandruff, dust, food components, etc. So this type 1 hypersensitivity is also known as allergy, and that allergic reaction may be induced by an antigen called the allergen. These allergens are non-parasitic antigens. And example for such antigens are pollen grains, dandruff, dust, food components, etc. Type 1 hypersensitivity, also known as immediate type hypersensitivity, because the reaction will appear within minutes after antigen exposure. That's why this type 1 hypersensitivity is also known as immediate type hypersensitivity. It is very important, please remember. It is type of hypersensitivity within humoral branch mediated by IgE. This type 1 hypersensitivity is coming under humoral branch because here antibody is involved. Antibody involved is immunoglobulin E. That's why this type 1 hypersensitivity is also known as IgE mediated hypersensitivity. And it can be anaphylaxis or atopy. This allergic response may be anaphylaxis or atopy. Anaphylaxis means serious allergic response that may be life-threatening. Sometimes it will lead to death. That is called anaphylaxis. Atopy means that is hereditary. Genetic tendency to develop allergic disease is called atopy. Immunoglobulin E will produce normally against parasitic infection. Okay. And this immunoglobulin E will remain in our body in high level until the parasite is successfully cleared from the body. But in some person have abnormality called the aptopy. In such person, non-parasitic antigen also stimulate the production of immunoglobulin E. Normally, this parasitic infection that will stimulate immunoglobulin E production, but in the case of atopic individuals, non-parasitic antigen also stimulate the production of immunoglobulin E. And that will lead to tissue damage by type 1 hypersensitivity. In atopic individual, high level of circulating IgE is found in their body. Okay. So that is atopy. So what are the other names of type 1 hypersensitivity? One is allergy, one is anaphylaxis, atopy, immediate type hypersensitivity, IgE mediated hypersensitivity. That you have to remember. Okay. Let's see the mechanism of type 1 hypersensitivity. If any allergen or antigen get inside our body, what will happen? Our antigen presenting cell will process and present this antigen to T helper cell. T helper cell will become activate and differentiate into effector T helper cells and memory T helper cells. At the same time, B cell also will become activate by binding with antigen and also with the help of T helper cells. And after activation and differentiation, B cell will become plasma cells and memory B cells. These plasma B cells will produce immunoglobulin E. So, main difference between type 1 hypersensitivity and normal immune response is that here the plasma cell is producing immunoglobulin E instead of immunoglobulin M or immunoglobulin G. So here plasma cell in type 1 hypersensitivity, plasma B cell will produce immunoglobulin E. On the surface of mast cells and basophils, specific receptors are present for immunoglobulin E. This immunoglobulin E will come and bind with the specific receptors present on the surface of mast cells and basophils. And these mast cells and baso will become sensitized. Sensitized means sensitive. That will become sensitive. After the second exposure of the same allergen, that means the re-exposure, what will happen? This allergen will come and cross-link with this FAB region of IgE. This IgE is bounded with mast cells and basophils. That will lead to degranulation of mast cells and basophils. And these mast cells and basophils will secrete some active chemical mediator like histamine, leukotriene, cytokines, etc. And that active chemical mediator will act on surrounding tissue to produce various symptoms of allergy, and like vasodilation, smooth muscle contraction, mucus secretion, etc. So this is the mechanism of type 1 hypersensitivity. So this is what we discussed now, and I will read it for you. Allergen processed and presented by antigen presenting cells to CD4 T cells. CD4 T cell means T helper cells. Activated CD4 T cells divide to form effector T helper cells and memory cell. Same time, B cell bind to antigen in the presence of T helper cell and get activated. Activated B cell divide to form plasma cells and memory cells. Plasma cell produce IgE antibody. Fc region of IgE antibody has receptor on the surface of tissue mast cells and blood basophils. So the IgE antibody binds to Fc receptor of mast cells and basophils. This binding of IgE to mast cells and basophil is known as sensitization, and the mast cells and basophils are said to be sensitized. When the same antigen or allergen enter into same host for second time, antigen cross-linked with the FAB region of IgE molecules on the surface of mast cells or basophils. The cross-linking of antigen or allergen to IgE antibody causes degranulation of mast cell and basophil, releasing various pharmacological active chemicals such as histamine, heparin, serotonin, cytokines, leukotriene, prostaglandin, etc. These active chemical mediators act on surrounding tissue, producing various symptoms of allergy such as vasodilation, smooth muscle contraction, mucus production, sneezing, etc. The allergic reaction may be localized or systemic depending upon types of allergen. So this is the mechanism of type 1 hypersensitivity. Let's see about what is localized anaphylaxis and systemic anaphylaxis. Okay. So this type 1 hypersensitivity can be systemic or localized. What is meant by systemic anaphylaxis? If the response is generalized throughout the body, it is called systemic anaphylaxis. Most severe and life-threatening allergic response. So this systemic anaphylaxis is very severe and that will life-threatening. Sometimes that will cause death. And this is generalized, that will occur throughout the body. That's why it is called systemic anaphylaxis. In the case of systemic anaphylaxis, allergen will enter inside our body directly into our bloodstream, or that will be absorbed from gut or skin. Okay. Examples are venom from bee, wasp, drug like penicillin, insulin and antitoxin, and seafood. Next is local anaphylaxis. The response is localized and limited to specific tissue or organ. It can be called local anaphylaxis. So local anaphylaxis is limited to some part of the body, specific tissues, specific organ like that. So this is localized anaphylaxis. Hereditary tendency to manifest localized anaphylaxis is called atopy. We already discussed about atopy. Genetic tendency to develop allergy disease is called atopy. This atopy is coming under local anaphylaxis. Examples are asthma, hay fever, etc. Okay. This is a question from CSIR NET December 2013. Immediate hypersensitivity reactions are associated with. Options are IgG, IgE, IgM, IgA. So immediate hypersensitivity means type 1 hypersensitivity. This type 1 hypersensitivity is IgE mediated hypersensitivity. So without doubt we can say the answer is option B, IgE. Okay. So here I am winding up this video. If you like this video and find it helpful, please click the like button, share maximum as you can, and subscribe these channels to get more videos like this. Keep learning. Thank you.